2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Indieheads podcast, Pitchfork Fest edition. We are all here in our AirBNB in Chicago, Illinois, after the final day of Pitchfork Music Festival. We usually record these either the day before the fest or like the first or second day. But we're recording this like right after we have gotten our day wrapped up. It's Sunday night.
We waited until the last possible minute, really.
Yeah.
Waited is a strong word to imply that we planned.
No.
Yeah. It's just like we knew that like we needed to do a podcast at some point while we were here, but just timing just didn't line up because everyone's sleep schedules were different. And by the time we're at the festival,
What do you mean everyone's sleep schedules were different, Matty?
Look, we can blame me. I was
gonna say,
the late
I don't want to call it Natalie, but Natalie was always the one that was the last to get up.
I was raging hard at like a bar in Andersonville until like 3 a.m. last night.
Yeah,
we will be
passed out at 10 p.m. last night. That didn't happen.
Let's say we don't want to talk.
We will be litigating the great AJ Moser incident.
But all right. So let's review. So Thursday. We'll start Thursday. So Thursday, you two are the first to get here on Thursday. I'm not too far after you guys get here. Immediately as soon as I get to the door, I hear American Terrorist by RXK Nephew playing on AJ Sono speakers.
It was not planned before Marty. We were just I think we had already listened to Be My Toes and Slytherin Conspiracy.
I think we had gotten some Brian Pumper in too.
Yeah.
Just some like quick indie.
We haven't been doing much Brian Pumper since Thursday. There was a lot of bag dancing.
Thursday there was a lot of bag dancing. So Thursday, you came in a couple of hours later.
Yes.
Mostly it's just porch hangs. That's kind of what we did as soon as I got here.
A lot of porch hangs.
Porch hangs.
They'll be seeing them because we record.
Yeah, that'll be a bonus. That'll be a bonus for the Real Ones patrons. So hey, $5 a month, you get an extra podcast of us at Pitchfork.
Faces doing riffs like "What if Donald Trump was a Mitski fan?"
Such riffs you will probably hear.
You're not getting them here. You're not getting them here.
Not getting them here.
I was gonna say I feel like I like avoided all the like Pumper talk aside from like the stuff that I heard when I woke up on Friday, which is mostly just you riffing on whatever jokes you were doing the previous day.
Yeah, it's like 8:30. We're on the porch. We're just doing like. What if Yoda was ranking his favorite female singer-songwriter? What if Yoda had thoughts on the Tomlin album?
There's a lot of Yoda voice, a lot of I think we said RXK next, but what did we say 1,000?
Oh hell no! I will say that's been one of the running motifs of the entire festival. It's just us saying "oh hell no."
They brought out Jeff Tweedy. Oh hell no.
Just various "oh hell no" to just random things.
Even if they're good.
Yeah. like we went to a restaurant near our Airbnb. Experience
was
rocked, but as soon as we walked in today, fucking Sesame Street's playing. Oh hell no!
A lot watching Sesame Street today.
we were eating our breakfast. These fuckers were locked into Sesame Street. They were like, all right.
Yeah.
That's how you really know it's a good start to Serious Sunday. You're having like you're provoking thoughts.
I was like, Elmo and Grover got their hands stuck in a glass jar.
That provoking thoughts has also been one of the themes of this Sunday.
Yeah. Yes.
Provoking thoughts has definitely been the theme of this Sunday at the very least.
Yeah, it's a hashtag Serious Sunday as we record this, so of course.
Anyways, that was Thursday night. We didn't do much Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night was kind of just like waiting for everyone to come in. Friday, we fucked up some pizza.
We did
some good deep dish.
Yeah.
But first day of the festival, first day was fun. I think everyone kind of varying levels. Yeah, a lot of rain. It was fun, but a lot of rain.
It was miserable by like 6 or 7 p.m., but thankfully there weren't any bands playing, and it was just an empty ghost town. I'm kidding. I'm sure the National set was good. I was too cold and tired to put up with that.
I was too drunk and my phone was dying, so I needed to leave.
We were originally planning on going to 2 rapid shows. I only made it to 1. Natalie went to 2.
Yeah, Jackie and I cooked up a wild harebrained scheme where just because of like weird guest listing shit that I had an extra ticket to the Yule after show, but we also all had, her and I and AJ had tickets to the Armed after show, and it was only Jackie and I ended up making it out to Yule, and then immediately afterward, I was the only one who made it out
Good
to the
question,
garden.
listeners. Take a guess now how many after shows AJ Moser successfully attended at the Pitchfork Music Festival.
Yes.
If you took a percentage of the number of after show tickets this group bought to the number of after shows attended,
Literally,
It's a very low ratio.
I got that like perfect RBI. I'm just saying.
Not to jump ahead of the story, but
I did do my own performance on a scooter coming home.
that is true.
That was beautiful.
Doing it on the
Okay, we gotta keep moving in chronological order because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
so much stuff to get to. All
Yeah.
right, Friday morning was the first. What was the first?
Aru Off-Top was the first
We
person.
thought
That was fun.
Was amazing, and then obviously Ethel Kane was the big,
was in sweats.
big moment.
Came out in sweats.
The iconic outfit, the boy morning uniform. We stand. Ethel was amazing. I mean, the after show. We'll get to the after show was better, but for her first festival performance ever, it was really.
Were you? How many did you? Was it only you that went, or did?
I went.
So
Okay.
Max went with me to the
Okay.
after show.
Yeah, because I ended up not doing that because I was exhausted.
We'll get to that, but I told Hayden, I was like, yeah, there were going to be more people here, but there were a lot of casualties along the way. I feel really bad for my friend.
I died for 12
My friend
hours
Cayenne
last night.
had she ran over a nail in her car, and so she couldn't drive to Chicago. That really sucks. But like, yeah, there was a lot of Saturday was the chaos day for sure.
Yeah.
But Friday, so the Ethel set was great.
Mhm.
One of the best. We'll get to best of the weekend later. What
Yeah.
else? What else? Oh, Spirit of the Beehive was so good. Friday.
It was
Oh
really
my
good.
God. They fucking rock.
Spelling was great. It started
Spelling-
raining during spelling, but it didn't even matter.
No, yeah,
they were
she
great. Yeah.
she her like performance style like
Oh.
really suited the rain because like it was like pouring rain and she was just like undeterred like
And they
dancing
had-
euphorically.
They had two
Backup
singers
singers?
that
Yeah.
were incredible. The spelling
Both
stuff was
of them,
really,
yeah.
really great.
Was Indigo de Souza? Was that?
Yes, that
That
was
was
also
at the same
Friday.
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure. Because there was so like that during that set, I went to the restroom briefly.
Hold on, Matty's
I went to the restroom and I came back
you
and
bragging?
what's up? I'm not bragging. Let me get to it. Yeah, I'll be pissing. What about it? What about it?
We did establish tonight that we have a piss gang going
Yeah,
here.
we got the piss squad.
But I came back from that
When you roll
set.
deep with the Indieheads podcast, you know that bladder's gonna be working.
You don't drink 12 Japanese breakfast brews and not.
I was gonna say let's go around. Okay, we are jumping ahead. Let's go around. How again? Just estimating how many Japanese breakfast B sweet lagers that we all have.
I'm gonna say 6, but that's concerning because I had one between Saturday and Sunday combined, so
Yeah.
that was front loaded.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I want to say I probably end up having like 9 or 10 throughout the weekend.
I think I rounded it off at 5 because I think I did 2 each day and then I did one today with the intent of getting another to bring home with me, like the can, and then they sold out at like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
I had 7 on Friday, 6 on Saturday, 0 today.
You didn't have any today?
I didn't have any today. I got
They
the draft
ran
beers
out
instead,
before.
yeah.
You did, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, hell no.
I could have.
Oh, hell no.
Today. Maybe I had 1 today.
Can you believe that the
I don't
Pittsburgh
remember
Music
you having
Festival
one.
ran out of beer the
Yeah.
year that the Japanese breakfast beer happened? And AJ
We're just-
Moser?
They decided to make it good this year.
Yeah.
Pretty
Right.
much, yeah.
They remember to make the beer good.
We'll get to our litigation, but
I had.
it's really close to Japan Droid's beer. Like it's up there in the echelon.
I mean, I'd say it's better.
Here's the thing that's fucked up about. I'm gonna put Goose Island on blast for a little bit. They didn't have just the regular Goose Island IPA on draft this year, which is
Who wants a goddamn IPA?
They had a
they had a
couple
hazy
IPAs.
IPA and a neon IPA. I'm not drinking that shit. I want the Goose Island. I,
mean-
want the green can Goose Island. IPA.
I had the neon one. It was. I'm not an IPA guy, but I thought it was fine.
They're both fine. The hazy was fine. The hazy is mostly what I was drinking today. Here's the thing that they did. Between Saturday night and Sunday morning, they changed the size of the margaritas, which is
That was
Ah.
fucked up.
Yeah,
that
I
was
got
so
I got
fucked
2
up.
margaritas during the Misky show last night, and I immediately dropped both.
we need to.
Oh.
I think we'll get to like favorite sets of the weekend at the end. I think we need
Yeah.
to really focus on. Like,
Let's get back to
the
Friday.
important events of.
Let's get back to Friday night.
Let's get back to Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, Friday night.
After Indigo D'Souza,
I was kind of out. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what
we
it's.
talked about
Yeah.
Parquet Courts spiritualized on the
Parquet
phone
Courts.
spots.
Yeah, Parquet Court. Here's the thing. I wanted to see Parquet Courts, but like I was extremely hungry.
And it was raining.
I was extremely hungry. It was raining. My phone was dying. I was
I
like,
think we talked about the national too. I'm the only one who stayed for the national.
Yeah.
And then of course, so
which I was willing to stay the entire time, but like with my phone dying and like I'm like I gotta go home.
Similarly, I left during Tierra Whack because it was just the rain came back again, and I was like, it's 6 p.m. I'm done with this shit, and I need to.
It was very annoying.
Meanwhile, AJ toughed it out himself all the way to the end of the national, texting us the whole time about how they were slinging heat and how it was another classic national.
Jackie and I were at the Yule after show, just like waiting for like the sets to start, which I'm sure we'll get into, and we're just like checking the chat. Jackie's just like showing me her phone in between like different things that the opener is doing, and AJ Moser is posting like live song by song
all
updates.
caps.
Oh hell no! They got Mr. November.
And then of course AJ caps this off by taking a scooter home by himself and recording a video of him singing "Mr. November" down the streets.
It's the first time I've ever done like a Lyft scooter. I started it with my phone, and they just let you hop on those things, which should be illegal.
Yeah, no, for real.
But I scooted my ass all the way home.
Couldn't you go like really fast,
was going,
for
like,
a scooter? And
30 miles an hour. Yeah.
I will say, I came back. I took a quick nap. I think, me and AJ ended up getting drinks somewhere.
I don't think it's illegal to drunk drive on a scooter. I was so fucked up.
No,
AJ Moser admitting crimes on the podcast.
It's not a crime.
So-
I don't think scooters are
So
illegal.
then Saturday, is there anything? Like, so after show was Friday.
After show.
You only armed.
I went to the Yule after show. I did not go to the Armed one because the Yule after show, it was like already like almost midnight by the time.
Yeah, it was that wrapped at like 11:50, I want to say, but that was like, I think that of the two, that is definitely like the sicker one and the one where it really benefited the artist to like have an after show like that.
There were a variety of reasons why I wasn't feeling the Yule set at the actual festival, but the after show was like fucking
okay.
Yeah,
Max and I went to 2 after shows last year. One was the weather station, who as soon as they came on, I just started falling asleep.
Oh my god!
Because it was like midnight. And the other one was Yves Tumor, who I don't think started until like 1 a.m.
That makes sense.
Like we got there like
That checks out.
11:30,
Yeah.
and they didn't start until 1, and I was like, oh hell no.
It was Sunday night, so you're cashed out from the festival, and we made the executive decision to get some deep dish pizza.
That's right.
So we gorged ourselves on that, and then went to the Yves Tumor after show.
I was like literally sitting outside the venue, just being like, oh no, they're not going out till 1 a.m. Oh hell no,
Hell no.
But we had the biggest pizza sweats in
Besides the Arm, which I didn't go to, none of the after shows this weekend were like that late. I mean,
No.
I was late at the after show.
But that was because you had to link and build.
I had to link and build.
But the Yule one was especially cool because it was part of like Talia Hall's In the Round thing. So it was like this square stage set up, and there were like rows of people like surrounding it, but there were no more than like 3 rows of people on either side. So you were like close.
It made me be like, wait, more people should do this, because even like the DJ set In the Round was so
the
much
DJ set
fun.
was so sick.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the guy Casper McFadden is his name. He's like a breakcore drum and bass jungle type DJ guy that fucking crushed it. And then Yule gets out there and is literally an IRL Final Fantasy character.
Yeah. And the costuming and the makeup.
It's wild, and the dancing and the singing, it's all crazy.
Yeah, and
They're
like
so
having
talented.
Yeah, having it like intimate like that, where it was like you felt it very immediately. It was like very dark and late, and it felt like you were just the right kind of tired.
I will
for it
say
to, like, hit you.
the sound wasn't amazing in
No.
Talia. Like, I mean, that's not a good venue for an electronic show.
No.
they don't have the big booming speakers you need, but it was still really.
The
really
lighting
great.
though was sick.
The lighting was fantastic.
Because we were like toward where the entrance to the hall was, like that side, and so we had the lights flooding.
100%.
Like,
yeah, like
Yule was between us and
all of
lights.
my pictures were so good because of that. Like, that really helped.
I think they were very inspired by Arcade Fire, who played.
Shut the fuck up.
Tour.
But
On mute.
the Armed after show, because I do want to touch on that a bit, so I got there because of this dumb fucking gambit. I got there like probably like 20-25 minutes late, and so I get in. The literal first thing I see, it's in Shubas, which is this like tiny ass tavern. There's a crowd that's already spilling out into the bar area. It has exceeded the actual performance space, and like the people who were there have like spilled out into the actual bar. I like make my way to the back of the performance space. All I see is just heavy fog. I cannot see a single goddamn person on stage. I'm just hearing blast beats going off.
It smelled like Spirit Halloween at their set on Saturday. Like
My God.
from the
We'll get there.
Even still, like, I pushed my way to, like, into the mosh pit on Fortune's Daughter, and, like, by the time that I got, like, close to the stage, I could not tell, like, any better, like, what was going on stage. Like, one of the key things that I think added to the mythos is, like, the entire time I was there at Shubis, like, I could not tell how many people were in the band, or who was consistently there, like, who I was, like, kind of hallucinating, like, and the outfits were, like, completely different, too, because the Kara and the imposters that they had for her were in, like, these, like, wrestling uniforms with, like, wedding veils, and there was a guitarist who was dressed like the nerd in an 80s movie.
That fucking rocks.
And that all changed by Saturday.
So not all of the Juggalos were in the band?
No. They were the same. They just had completely different looks for the Friday show. Those are the same people.
But
I've heard rumors.
he's saying like are all those people like in the band normally?
Well, someone today on Twitter, there was literally like I think Keegan posted. There was some guy that like was like saying like, oh, these fakes, these girls aren't really in the band. They're just here for the whatever. And then the guy who recorded it was like, no, they're all on the record. Like all three of them are on.
Yeah, I mean,
like, I recorded it.
They all independently sang during the set on Saturday.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I did hear some like rumors. I think this might be from the Christaville like write up. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's. I feel like it's all hearsay, but like I do remember seeing something where somebody said that they might not be, because I saw Instagram photos of the women who were at the Shubis show, and at least one of them looked kind of different than like one of the.
I mean,
Juggalos.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah. They have so many goddamn
thing.
people who are possibly.
Yeah.
There were.
It's unknowable.
Guess what? There were like 40. Like legitimately, there were like 40 people in the Armed, and there were just people that come in and out.
Natalie is one of them.
I am one of them, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
We'll get into. All right. So that all Friday.
That's all Friday.
Indieheads podcast of
That's
bands.
right. Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly it.
Yes.
100%. If you want to be in it and you just declare that you're in it, you kind of are.
Pretty much. But so Saturday, what did we again? Really, my Saturday begins with the Arm.
Saturday, we got denied from brunch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Enemies
No,
of the podcast.
Saturday started with getting clocked at Two Shades
At
Cafe.
Two Shades Cafe.
Oh yeah, you guys because I did not go with you guys. So
We
you
all
guys
got racially
explain that story.
profiled. They asked me if I was Jewish. I asked if they had a special discount for being Jewish, which is blatant anti-Semitism, but I did not realize it. They said, "Are you a first responder? Are you a student?"
It was a longer list. It was also like,
It was like a lot
do
of
you work
things.
at the tattoo
Do you work
shop
at the tattoo
next
shop
door?
next door? I
Or
said
you
no.
It was
She
like
looked at my ID. She said, "Are you Jewish?" And I
New
said,
battery
"There's a
chip.
Wait,
discount
why did
for
I look
that."
at your IDs at a cafe?
She read my name
Oh,
off
the
my
card.
credit card.
Okay,
She said, "Moser, are you Jewish?" And I said, "Is there a discount for that?" She said, "Unfortunately, no."
Okay.
And then I went back
Sorry
like
for
2
that.
hours later.
Okay, we're at 12% battery.
But Saturday, Saturday we got denied for brunch. Kaiser Tiger, enemy of the pod.
Yeah.
We didn't even try today.
They were playing Intervention off Arcade Fire's Neon Bible.
Yeah,
when we
got
walked
there,
in,
they're
they
playing
didn't-
Arcade
They
Fire.
didn't let me in, and it was
To be
fucked
fair,
up.
you also got the name of the album that was from.
I was
Roman
like,
Moment.
"Oh, I think they're playing a song from Funeral," and then I listened for 3 more seconds, and I was like, "Well, that's Intervention."
But
I know the chord progression. I could list it right now. It's C, G, A minor, E, off Intervention with the organ.
Oh hell no! Hell no! He listed time. No, it's a music theory, bro.
So Saturday, I feel like Saturday kind of like similar to Star Chill. Like Jeff Parker kind of was surprising to me. Like as somebody who like
Good vibes.
It was a good like vibe. It was like the one time that we had like the AJ Natalie like mindset linking up and
Oh
overlapping.
yeah, well the important thing about Saturday is I got drunk as fuck.
Okay, we will get to the end of AJ Moses Saturday night.
Yeah.
What were the rest of the days? I mean, so Arms dry cleaning.
I have a set list here.
No.
Yeah. What was the first stuff that
Jeff
day?
Parker.
Because I know we watched stuff
Nice
before the Arms.
I bailed for Cupcake to go to the Arms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cupcake was
Oh,
awesome.
we went to the Claire Rose DJ.
Oh yes.
In the
Which, by the way-
purple parlor. I emerged from the purple parlor.
Max insists on calling
Oh, you're
Cupcake
Cupcake.
Cupcake.
I emerged so.
seems like racist. I don't
We all no. I mean, we did.
that seems like a little racist to
We
me.
ripped off.
What?
Cupcake? That just sounds like a racial slur.
No, it's
We
a
ripped
reference
off
to
the purple
Bukake.
parlor.
Exactly.
It's all purple
Two
parlor.
Ks.
I think it's intentional, Max. I understand, but that's not how it's.
Oh yeah, no.
We go to the Claire Rose DJ set at the Purple Parlor, which they got
sweet.
AC. You can sit down. It was just nice.
That was the
ambient
first thought-provoking of the week.
EDM
Yeah.
vibes. Yeah, we were all in the Purple Parlor, just stroking our chins.
Well, we needed a primer for this really big Serious Sunday. So
yeah,
we got
no,
a
well,
prelude.
I
Of course.
emerge early from the Purple Parlor. I hear Cupcake singing a song that goes, his dick smaller than my toes. I'd rather ride on Squidward's nose.
She ended her set by having everyone moan, which was
Yeah.
happening while I was in the bathroom.
Wait, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
the,
Jackie and I
the
were both
Cupcake
in the
set was a
porta
thought
potty.
provoker.
Yeah, I should have never smoked
And
that.
then-
shit. Now I'm
I mean, I will say the
Hold off.
Cupcake said it made me like realize something where like Cupcake. I should say RXK Nephew is the male Cupcake essentially.
Yeah. Well, no. The funniest
in terms of just the
I
wildness
see
of the
that.
bars.
funniest thing about this weekend is the Cupcake set ends. And then the Lindas come up, who are all 9 years old.
Yeah.
was
The Windows who I interviewed, they were really nice. I should say, on record, they were very nice.
Very nice people.
Very nice people. Lindas.
I mean, it's hard to be not.
They are
nice.
not industry plants.
It's hard to be not
Let me
nice.
tell you, they're not industry plants.
Uh-oh.
But,
Low battery.
10%. It's fine.
But
So let's.
Do you want to put it on this thing?
we could do it. We could like. switch
Yeah.
it
So
over.
we're gonna switch it over. You can
This
still
is-
hear.
This is the magic of live podcasting.
Yeah.
Or you could put it.
Put it up on the thing.
No, well, it has that thing on it.
Yeah.
Is
It
it
should-
charging?
I can't tell.
Put it upside down.
Oh. There we go.
This would be a bad angle. We're just gonna deal with it. Okay. If it dies, it dies. I'll keep it.
We're running out of time.
We'll keep it out. We'll keep an eye out.
But yeah, Saturday. I feel like we got like the first highlight was definitely the Armed, which was
Yeah.
the arm is insane.
sick ass gig.
Yeah. I will say I drink like.
the arm set, I was like,
Okay, everyone
gonna be
pick,
impossible.
Everyone pick your favorite member of the Armed. Is it steroids Anthony Kiedis? Is it one of the Juggalettes? Is it the guy with the saran wrap? I am personally team guy with the saran wrap.
I love the Juggalettes. I love the Juggalettes.
Juggalettes are iconic.
I vibe a lot with the guy who is extremely hot and jacked and looks like he's in like an indie core like
Jesus,
Pitchfork
long hair guy?
band.
Well,
Yeah.
no, not long hair guy. I'm
No, the-
hot,
the, like, short-haired dude.
hair
Oh
guy
yeah.
Who during their set, because Natalie and I were on the rail, pointed at my fanny pack and went.
Okay, that's great. That might be just as good as my
Like
thing.
clocked that I was wearing a fanny pack, pointed me out and went, I approve of the fanny pack.
I will say I drank like 3 beers before. Oh, thank you for the lighting check.
Yeah.
I drank like 3 beers before before I got in that armpit, which again
Matty keeps going the armed pit, and I'm like, this isn't enough talking about the armed pit.
If you're watching, check out the sick merch AJ and I got from a tent. I forgot that I have a thigh icon, so it probably sounds.
I got the
awful right
Pitchfork.
now.
Yeah.
Misfits.
Shout out to Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate. But you're right.
But yeah, no,
You're right about it.
we talked
It's
about
a 10%. We'll keep an eye out. Anyways, I drank 3 beers before seeing the Armed. By the time I left the pit, I was sober.
and by the time I left, I joined the Armed.
Yeah.
Which,
So
yeah, no, Kara had handed me the mic during Fortune's Daughter, and I
Which
screamed that
fucking
fucking
rules.
shit out. It
Yeah.
was, the highlight of the weekend for me.
yeah, so that was again Saturday was a very packed day. Like we ended up seeing a lot of stuff that day.
The
Like
dry cleaning set I thought was really good.
Yeah.
Her eyeshadow was fucking unbelievable, and she was just standing there, not moving an inch, and I'm like, Queen. I relate. My stomach was hurting, so I relate.
let's see, yeah,
We
who?
said Saturday
Yeah.
was going to be a movie, and it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who was that? Yeah, my memory's foggy. Who was after dry cleaning on Saturday?
We talked about Yule in the
Japanese
round.
breakfast was
Japanese breakfast is that. I was just gonna briefly say like Yule. We talked about like I feel like on the stage there was definitely kind of like it was a step down from the after show.
The quieter moments just are never gonna work the same way in that kind of
especially
thing.
like at a
This
like
is UA,
5
right?
p.m. set.
This is PBR
it's-
number 30.
But yeah, like it definitely it doesn't it doesn't help that they like cut like a couple of the big bangers that we saw like in the after show and like mostly just reserved them for like the
100%.
end.
No, yeah, they didn't do
Mandy.
the jump up and down one with the happy hardcore kid, whatever that one's called.
Wait, are you talking about because Bites on My Neck they did do?
Oh yeah, that's right. It was the very end, but like
But yeah, do you have the lineup pulled up?
After Yule was dry cleaning and then Mag Bay.
Oh,
Max wants to talk.
All right,
Okay.
we were talking about Mag Bay.
Yeah,
We're
Mag
talking
Bay.
about Mag Bay. I shout out to a friend from high school that I ran into when I was trying to find my friends in the Mag Bay pit, but I ended up by myself there. And I don't know if I think I might have been just like coming down a little bit from being drunk, but I was just by myself with a bunch of jumpers, and I don't know what happened. I feel like I aged about 10 years in about 10 minutes.
The thing you gotta understand about Magdalena Bay is they're more online than you.
That's true.
Yeah.
I felt like a younger version of myself playing FIFA games and like listening to this music and being like I felt the younger version of myself being like this is so sick. But then I will say that I don't know the lady that like sings for Magdalena
Miss
Bay.
Bay.
I think it's
Miss
Micah.
Bay, she has a lot of stage presence.
Yeah,
which
Micah's-
I will give
Micah's
her that
great.
for. And I think she can direct a crowd. But like the shtick that they were going for made like it was like an intense put off, and like I guess once it activated in my mind, there was no going back.
Totally.
And
Yeah, I feel you there.
it's just this scary. It's a scary thought where we're gonna be pushing earnest FIFA core again. And, like, I don't think Magdalena Bay is bad, and I think they could make something good.
I do. I don't.
But it just feels like I think their music was kind of like designed to be heard at a festival, and so when I saw it, I was like, oh, that could be really fun, and then I heard it and all just felt so like empty. I don't know.
I get that.
I get it. I was gonna plan to stick around for that set for longer. I think I had to go to the restroom and I was like, I'm gonna get a beer or so. But I still caught most of it, obviously, just like hearing it. Sound good. Again, I like Magdalena Bay. I like that record from last year. Pretty good record. They're nice people. I met them at a 100 Get show.
You Lose was fucking sick. That was.
Yeah, You Lose was sick.
Well,
I was like, I wanted to see Secrets and I wanted to see You Lose. Got them both. Cool. Can bounce out of there.
Ice Age was the same time.
We
I was gonna say, yeah, you guys, you give the Ice Age.
Max's evolution.
I'm actually
Oh, yeah, Max was like, I need to fucking bail from the Mag Bay set. I'm just going to Ice Age. Like,
I'm curious. Did they do the Abra cover during their set?
no,
Ah,
they
damn.
opened with like.
Here-
I'm like
okay,
I'm a hardcore.
AJ,
I'm
we're
a
gonna
hard-
get into. We're gonna.
I was a hardcore Ice Age fan of the pod through the Beyondless era,
Me too.
and then the new album, I was just like, I mean, they're on snooze mode. They're on cruise control for that one. That one stinks.
Although the pull up cover they did this year is like incredible. It's one of my favorite songs.
So here's my thought: is that I came into that set being somebody who really liked that last album because I am like that is my one sure Natalie band that like everybody else is like pretty much turned on it. I'm like I don't know, I still think the songs are pretty good, but it's what AJ was saying was I was just basically like teasing it the entire time because they started with like a bunch of like Seek Shelter stuff,
they did
and
like
then
all the singles, but
and
then
then
they played the
a bunch of Beyondless stuff.
Yeah.
And then when they went back into the Seek Shelter stuff, it like just kind of hit me. I'm like, oh, the reason why I like that album is just because it is blatantly just it's the J Spaceman production. Like that is all it is. It is. There's no actual like
there.
Yeah, it's because seeing them live, I was wondering how like some of the arrangements and like mixing and stuff would make it, and they're just doing it basically like straight in their normal mode. They don't have like any additional musicians or anything like that, and some of those songs like do not translate well. Like the one Vendetta that has like the like very kind of drum machine kick to it. Like basically live, just it sounds like a wet fart.
Well, they did what they did Catch It, and they did
They closed with Catch It, which was sick as hell.
the first
That would've
song
been sick,
off
actually.
of Beyondless, which is
Hooray.
yeah,
And Painkiller.
the yeah, unbelievable. Just good songs, good as hell.
Yeah, my the thing that I said to AJ was when they were playing the Lord's favorite, Pitchfork Fest in 2033 is going to have Ice Age back again for like the 9th time. They're going to. They're going
like every year.
They do.
For 5 years.
They're going to be playing the Lord's favorite at that festival every single time
my
they
God.
appear until the days they die.
Yeah. But after Saturday, we all kind of
talk about Lucy Dacus.
Well, I was getting ready to get to that.
Golden
So
Grange,
we all
yeah.
decamped to near Red Stage, and we kind of.
What day was Camp Cope? Friday.
Friday.
I don't think we talked about Camp
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we didn't mention Friday.
Yeah,
Camp
Great
Cope
set.
was
Sorry,
really
we didn't mention that.
Oh,
Great
oh,
set.
yeah, we didn't even touch on one of the important terminologies coined this weekend, which is the 3-claw dance.
Yeah.
Which is,
Georgia Mac was off the claws and throwing ass on blue stage.
And showing
Love it.
feet.
Beautiful.
Yeah, showing feet. She was barefoot. She basically had her tits
that
out.
has to be.
That's just kind of her Instagram
Yeah,
presence.
I know.
though.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, she was great.
I think that's just like the Australian, at least with like the feet.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds weird.
Are we making up a new stereotype that all
They did
Australians-
not play
Well,
Lost.
I will
they did
say-
not play
I will
Lost
say-
season 1. I kept heckling them to play Lost season 1. They did not.
I will say I met someone from Australia came down to LA recently, and she is extremely hot. Hot. Hello, this is a compliment to a friend. You're extremely hot.
Oh,
That's
no,
it.
no.
Australians are hot. That's what I
A lot
learned.
of them are, it's true.
There's some
Marty has
Australians.
not watched Lost.
But then, what else? So Jay
Well,
Becky
that
is
was a Friday.
So, yeah,
the
so-
Lucy Dacus set.
yeah, back to
was
Saturday.
great.
Yeah.
Lucy Dacus was fine.
What they cover? They cover
Share
Uh,
Believe.
Share.
Yeah, Share Believe.
Oh my God.
Which was sick.
And
So
she
good.
did I Don't Want to Be Funny Anymore. She did, what's it called?
Night Shift.
Night Shift, but also the one
Thumbs.
from the new record, yeah.
Addictions. Yeah.
Thumbs, Addictions.
It was a fine set.
It was great.
I made a lot of lesbophobic jokes during that
A
set.
fine set.
It's
What's
okay,
up
we
with
can
that?
take it.
Yeah.
What's up with that? No, that was a great set. Yeah, she played the
It was fun. Yeah, no. But again, the lesbians, they love Lucy Dacus.
She did ask who out there is gay, and most of the crowd responded.
Yeah.
But we
So,
were on
again,
the Pitchfork-
what-
or we were on the Japanese
Okay.
side.
What I think so. Gayest set of the weekend is 100% the Yule after show, which of
Oh,
course.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We
I didn't see it
No,
right now.
no.
Ethel Kane is probably
At the
close
Ethel Kane
to.
set, I was like, every
It's
transgender bitch in 150
It's-
miles
okay.
in this pit right
It's
now.
two different
They're all
kinds of
here.
like trans and gay freaks.
Yeah.
It's like
Girls rock.
the Yule
Girls rock.
ones are like the
I'm
freaky
both.
bitches.
Get you a girl that can do both.
Yule
Yule-
freaks,
the Yule-
Ethel Kane freaks.
Yeah, the Yule freaks
I'm
are
much, more
like
of
freak of the
an,
week.
I'm much more of an Ethel Kane. We will get to Ethel Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
but
I
like
looked
to,
around and I was like, all these bitches is gay. They're all, every single one of them.
to discern it, the Ethel Kane gays are the ones who are like basically like
Posting angel numbers.
either like flamboyant like
I
twinks
did.
or they're like basically like trans girls who are like essentially like feminizing boy mode.
Both the Yule and Ethel's after shows, but specifically the Yule after show, looked like the Twinks versus Dolls cigarette
Yes.
race meme.
But like,
I saw several bitches bust out their co-star apps during the Ethel King set.
but like at the Yule after show, it was just like insane because it's like they're very distinct sects of people there. There are the like gay dudes who are like in relationships. There's the like dudes accompanying their like 20-year-old girlfriends, and then
Yes.
there's the freaks who are like there were so many fucking spiked collars at that set,
Oh
and
my
like
God.
people in like crazy ass makeup. It was
Yeah, I
should
did.
just-
I
there
did see
was
someone
a
on
trans
a
girl
leash
in like
at
what is
the
basically a
King
wedding
set.
dress, like a
yes, directly across the stage from us was a trans girl in like a legitimate wedding dress.
It was a movie. There was also there's mostly dolls and twinks, and then you've got occasional boyfriends of goth women, and then you've got a couple of electronic music guys just wearing t-shirts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which are the max representation.
Yeah.
Japanese breakfast.
Japanese breakfast, the most
Yeah.
important set of the week.
Goated.
Yeah, top,
Jeff
maybe, yeah.
Tweedy, I'm not even a Loco fan, and I
I'm not
cried.
even.
Oh hell no, Jeff
Yeah.
Tweedy. He's showing up
I
on
mean,
stage.
yeah, they got him to come out for Kokomo, Indiana, which he covered. And
No, it was
a
boys.
duet.
Kokomo.
Yeah.
Was it Kokomo?
It
Okay, it was
Kokomo.
Kokomo.
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
he covered that on his
I have to
Instagram
Ah, okay.
or his Patreon or something.
And then they did Jesus,
and then
etc.
they did Jesus,
Yeah.
which Michelle has covered.
It is
Together,
which is
they've
great.
done together before.
I was yelling as loud as I could, and hopefully Michelle heard me for more Psycho Pump songs because they only did "Everybody Wants to Love You." It
Which
was a
they've
great
only
set.
been, that's what they've been doing this whole tour, I think.
When I saw them, they played like I heard at least 777 and a bunch.
I
of
think it's because it's just the truncated like festival.
Yeah, festival set.
Yeah, I mean, like
I think it was both the truncated festival length, and I think because like 4 people passed out during that set, where like
that too.
they
Yeah,
probably had
they
to cut a song.
Like a song, yeah.
They did most of Jubilee, if I'm remembering.
Yeah.
They did a lot of Jubilee.
Most
Yeah.
of side A, at least. Like, I think
Yeah.
all of side A.
A lot of it.
I cried during Posing in Cars.
Yeah, the posing.
I won't
in cars,
disclose
the posing in cars was
more
great.
information besides that, but I did cry to that song.
And
And then what? And then after Jay Brecky,
she hit the gong.
Oh, that's right.
Folks, she hit the
Her
gong.
like enthusiasm
That's-
in that gong.
Yeah.
That's right, folks. And then we
As
have,
soon as Jay Brecky ended, things started falling apart.
and more
Uh.
so that starts with Mitski. No, you didn't.
Which I stuck around for Mitski, so I can speak on Mitski.
Mitski.
I'm not gonna go that far.
The Mitski
Here's the
set
thing.
was good. The
Mitski set was good.
good.
Here's the thing. Mitski has a great catalog of songs, and that really carries things. But if I was just talking about the performance itself, it's a performance that is really good for like a relatively like an indoor venue, like a not too small but not too big either. Like perfect for that, where it's like really intimate. For a festival, it felt like this is like way too intimate for
She
a
felt
festival.
like she was just getting lost. Like that was
Yeah.
the biggest thing that I felt.
Like the Japanese breakfast set was a better headlining set than the
I agree.
Mitski's.
She worked the crowd better.
Worked the
Yeah,
crowd.
if Japanese breakfast could have
Mitski is not doing crowd work.
Mitski addressed the crowd like a Disney princess. I was in the porta potty
Yeah.
again for this, but I heard like, "Oh, what's your name?" Like
It was a
where
little
did you
too.
come from?
Yeah, it was
what
like
are we doing here?
it's like an alien talk. Like again, I love
Breakfast at the
Mitski.
California
I
Theater.
love Mitski, but I think like she rightfully has like a kind of contentious relationship with her fans.
And that
Not in a
is
bad way, but just like
100% valid.
I think it's this
Yeah.
case where it's like I think she has to like still kind of put on like a persona, but also it's like I got to keep my distance from you guys a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's one of those things where she knows that if she does anything like more than that, she will like possibly wade into territories where like the weirdest genderqueer is like taken out of context and
Yeah.
like used
Well,
against her.
we stayed for like half the set.
Yeah, I stuck around the
And
entire
we
thing. It was a good set.
heard- Well, we heard Nobody,
Mhm.
Best American Girl,
Mhm.
County.
Townie.
Drunk
Yeah,
Walk
very,
Home.
very.
Yeah, Drug Walk. Like,
I was gonna say
Speaking
surprisingly
of
heavy on
which,
Barry and Metcalf
she
Creek.
like front loaded it,
Speaking
and I like
of-
Laurel Hell.
Speaking of drunk walks home, it's important to know.
Yeah, let's get to
story,
this. Let's get to this.
That at this point in the festival, right around Mitzi time, AJ Moser is drunk.
Yep.
Oh,
Not only drunk.
Not only drunk.
I took
This
a
man is
picture-
crossfaded.
I took a picture of him that day, and he was like, "Can you document numbers 11 and 12?"
Yeah, I was
And
drinking.
so AJ is off the sauce and makes the classic mistake of you go hard on the beer, hard on the weed, hard on the beer, or hard
Back
hard
to
on
the
the
weed,
weed.
yeah.
Exactly, like going back and forth one too many times.
Yeah.
And right as we're leaving, we smoke more, and then we start walking home, and immediately it is immediately.
Well, no, hold on, pause. The moment I got lost, the moment I truly crossed the barrier, is when I was like, my phone's dying. I'm gonna go to the baseball diamond. Everybody meet me here. And I'm on the baseball diamond. Nobody's coming to meet me, and I'm like, I might as well buy 2 more margaritas.
Okay, if you were looking for AJ this weekend, the beer tent was where he was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you heard someone doing the white boy wiggle from
Yeah.
100 miles away, it was me.
The important context to this is Jay Brecky ends. Me and my girlfriend Abby are leaving because we're going to meet friends like in Andersonville for drinks at like
Yeah,
9.
like Natalie.
So AJ, I think it was like Hosing and Cars was on, and you just like came by and like said something to me. You're like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I did not hear the rest of what you said. And like
Anyways.
you just walked away. So then we're in the fucking lift, like going like 7 miles north. We're like already long gone,
Yeah,
and you're like
I'm dead.
messaging the chat
I
as
said-
being lost to the baseball. And we're like,
I remember Matt probably pulled up the sequence of messages I sent. I said, I'm at the baseball diamond. My phone is dying. And then the next message, I'm dead.
Reader, he was.
Yeah, because you guys, yeah.
I needed a scooter home.
I either
had
at
to
the
get it real
festival.
bad.
So AJ wanted to scooter home. Although I will tell you that would have been an even worse idea than you scooting home the first night. 'Cause, I mean, immediately it was clear that you were like stumbling, and also not only were you stumbling like crazy, but you were also like every time I tried to tell you like, hey AJ, are you good? Or like, hey AJ, don't walk into traffic.
You say that like if he was any better in the state he was in today. Today he was fucking dancing in the middle of
I know, but
AJ just went like Mr. Magoo mode, basically.
It's so fucked up that they let me
and
scan a scooter home.
And folks, it is very possible that somewhere on that walk is where AJ lost his wallet because we can't find it.
I did pull my pants down to go pee behind the McDonald's sign on the walk home last night.
I feel like if you go back there, you probably find your wallet, maybe.
Also, that was a
We didn't go buy it. Yeah, we walked.
That was a classic. Like Max and I were walking, and we're like, "Wait, where's AJ?" We turn around, and AJ, without saying a word,
running out of a bush.
Oh my god. Anyways, we're sorry, AJ, but also you push the limit.
Yeah, when I suffer, it's gonna be good content.
You push it to the limits, and we
Yeah.
salute you.
However, I discovered the feasible boundaries of Pitchfork Music Festival.
However, also because of this decision to go back toward the weed, then we returned back to the Airbnb because we were all like.
Hang on. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to pause. I just have again because of ADHD. I have a quick thought. As an autistic person, I feel like I'm pretty good at masking. I feel like AJ is one of our strongest drunk maskers because I don't really realize he's drunk until like he's already passed the fuck out.
That is 100%, as we've talked about. It's our.
It's his crutch because we can't clock AJ. It's not until he's too far gone.
I used to be a very aggressive drunk. I went to a lot of therapy, and now I'm a sleepy drunk. Where I will turn off immediately and just go to bed.
So what happens is that after going back to the weed, after the alcohol, after the margs, AJ returns home, eats whatever food was around, and then
I ate three cold mozzarella triangles, an entire bag of Funyuns, a cold slice of Giordano's deep dish pizza. And then Jackie and Max were like, "Okay, time to go to bed." And not time to go to bed. Time to go to the Apple Can after show.
It's still seeping its way into your brain.
I'm in bed with a full can of mango LaCroix. I'm spilled all over the bed and I'm asleep. And then I wake up at like 2. I see a text from Jackie that's like, "Oh, bad news, everybody! AJ didn't make it to the Apple Can after show." And I said at 2:30 a.m. I said, "Tragic."
Yeah, which I did not make it that show, but like for what I was just like my feet hurt. I don't want to stand for like another hour, so I just
I
walked to a bar.
The funniest part about it was that AJ didn't even say like, "I'm not really feeling up to it." Like Max, I turned around.
They were like,
It was much like
time to
AJ.
go.
Much like AJ and I disappearing behind us to piss. He also disappeared when we were sitting in the kitchen to go knock out. You were only gone for like 2 minutes, and I checked on you.
I somehow managed to I did lose my wallet last night and get very fucked up. I somehow managed to put my Invisalign in, which is like I was alive, I was conscious.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's how you know it's not as it could have been.
Oh fuck.
Anyways, all right. So at this point we get to Saturday night and we have many fallen soldiers.
It's Saturday night.
But Max and I made it all the way to the Ethel Kane after show with Devin and Eric were there and some other people were there. It was not as deep of a squad as I initially envisioned, but it was really, 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 really good. It was better than she really, especially because she's still just starting touring for the first time ever. She like really feeds off of the crowd being locked in with her, and at the after show, obviously like the stands were out and the people who know all the words were out, and so that made a huge difference.
Much like the Yule after show that you were talking about, having a lot of gay people.
Yes, exactly.
In Chicago at one
Which
time.
they were there at the fest too, but
exactly.
It's a different thing where she was able to get their feed off of their energy much more directly.
Mm-hmm. And having that high concentration.
They knew all the fucking words to Crush, and like people went ballistic. Like it was really, really, really cool to see that get to happen. Like essentially for the first time for her. Like it fucking rocked. Shouts out to Apple Cane Freaks. Love you,
Yeah.
Aiden. But anyways.
Yeah. So now Sunday. Let's
Sunday.
get to Sunday. So I think at this point, Sunday, pretty much everybody is wrecked in one way or another. Like,
Yes.
like my
Sunday-
feet, my feet
I
are
mean,
in. Yeah, I'm like.
if you're on a Sunday of a music festival and you're not nursing some kind of
We had a
Well,
lot of-
Saturday's the day to go hard.
if
We
you're
had a lot
not
of
if you're
tummy
not
aches
nursing
this
some kind of
morning. Yeah, we had a
emotional,
lot of tummy aches
physical
this morning.
wound by Sunday of a music festival, you didn't go to a music festival.
This
Yeah,
is
like,
facts.
I don't know about the rest of I got home at like 3 a.m. like drunk as hell and like somehow didn't wake up with a hangover, but like my throat was like totally shot.
I got
this
home-
morning.
Yeah, my throat was
I
shot
got
this
home
morning.
from the bar at from the empty bottle at like 2:15 or something, and then Jael showed up right around then, and then we hung out for a little while, and then Nat showed up at like 3, I think. And
I feel like we
that's
didn't talk.
when
I
we-
feel like we didn't talk about the arm show on Saturday at the
Oh, well, I mean,
festival, did we?
that was.
Yeah, we
I mean,
did.
we did a little, but
We
I mean,
did.
That was.
Yeah.
It's just sick.
It was gnarly.
I mean,
I
that
had to
one
go
was
on a
gnarly,
rescue
yeah.
mission into the crowd to retrieve some gum from Maddie. That he
I
had
saw
in
Ma- I
his
saw
Yeah,
I saw
he did
Marty,
that.
I saw Marty go down during the arm show.
Yeah.
They picked him back up, but the Anthony Fantano fans were out at the arm show yesterday. They were opening up the circle pit, all that good stuff.
It was a good. It was fun. Very
The arm-
supportive.
The arm was a really.
I will
fun-
say I left the pit I left the pit at some point. I'm like, shit, I need to get some water because I'm like, I'm gonna dehydrate if I stay in here any longer because it's like hot and sweaty. And like, I think I'm trying to remember who pointed it out. I think it was might have been our friend Taylor. Our friend Taylor, he's been on the podcast before. His girlfriend Grace was like, there's a great tweet he made where like, I'm being a supportive, feminist of my girlfriend by holding her things while she goes hard on the arm show. He was like, I was like, recovering with him, and I'm not sure if it was him, it might be somebody else. But like, I'm like, I need water, and like he points kind of like, that's an unopened bottle of Perrier. You can have that. So I picked it up, had that, had some of that. I think my friend Caroline was also like recovering. And then like I was like, okay, I need to grab another one. And then like literally, there's another unopened
what flavor?
can of Perrier on the ground.
I can't
that I
say
have.
anything because of Dry Man today, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, and then also I think like I told him, I'm like, all right, I told Taylor like, okay, I think I'm done. And then our friend Tatiana was like, I want to go in the pit, and I was like, I guess I'm going in the pit. Back in.
See, I was
back
like-
into the pit.
Natalie and I were on the outside we were on the crust of the pit because
I was
Natalie-
right up in the middle, and
Natalie
AJ
got
was next to me.
Natalie got me a spot on
Yeah,
the
you guys
rail.
had
But like
barricades.
2/3 of the way through, I lost you completely.
Well, we were like right next. We were just there was someone pushed in between us, and this
Yeah.
was the trickiest thing that happened at the Arm Festival that ended up betraying me last night as well. Is the person next to me? So Natalie and I were next to each other. Somebody pushes through, and they seemed like they were really enjoying the set, the Arm set. They like wanted to be there, knew all the songs and everything. But like 3/4 of the way through, they start flagging security for a bottle of water. So like the security just doesn't see them. So I like grab one of the security guys by the shoulder during their set, and I was like, they need a bottle of water next to me. And they hand this person a bottle of water. The person takes one sip and then just dumps the whole fucking thing on my head.
And that person, Sofia Cortez.
Oh my god.
Let's get back to Sunday then. Let's go.
Make one.
We're done with
Oh yeah, hang on, Max.
Max?
The Armed, it smelled like you would expect. The Armed
Yeah.
showed it smelled like, and I'm not gonna even call it a bad thing, because I haven't been out in public in a while, and when I am, I'm usually around people that smell good.
It was the second stinkiest set of the weekend. The stinkiest set of the weekend. We'll get
Well, it's just the idea, like, I haven't smelled natural, like,
Yeah.
smelling the
Must.
People would bump
Must.
into the back
natural
of me,
odor, yeah.
and I could feel how wet they were, like through my entire
Yeah,
body.
this was a
during
pretty
the
wet
onset.
weekend,
Yeah,
just
it
from
was-
a wet weekend from the rain and just being like just how sweaty. Like I don't realize how sweaty I am until I'm like, oh wow, like I'm like.
Alright, so
I will say,
Well,
just
no,
real
all
quick,
right.
Yeah,
real
Yeah.
quick, I was just gonna say about the arm thing. It could have been far stinkier just by virtue of it being like an outdoor set. Like the shoes
Yeah.
one definitely.
Well,
did
no, the
smell
thing is-
crazy.
I'll see.
The second they come on stage, they had 6 fog machines that turned on, so it
Yeah.
just smelled like a Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, no, the fog goes up, you don't see anything, and then all of a sudden, like 12 of them.
Yeah,
are there in
like
front of you.
literally even in the daytime festival set, just trying to count the number of people on stage is hard.
The stinkiest set of the weekend goes to Pink Sifu, which is half because it was like a fucking still wet mud pit on green stage at 1 p.m. on Sunday, and every Pink Sifu fan has not showered in about 6 months, based on what I saw.
I don't want to be. I'm not gonna be that mean.
It smelled so bad.
I didn't smell. It wasn't
Seafood.
that bad to me,
Yeah.
but my sense of smell is like fucked at this point. So it wasn't that bad to me. But
But that's a good transition to Sunday.
yeah, let's go Sunday. So Sunday, I have to get there super early for an interview. AHA has to get there early to try to figure out where his wallet is.
Still haven't.
So doesn't have it. We go there. We chill out in the Philadelphia Cream Cheese Lounge.
We got I got my aura read later on, but we were hanging out. It was Starly Pokemon Go Community Day. I did catch 2 shiny Starly. I caught 2 shiny Rockruff. I leveled up to level 42 today, so it was a very productive day. Even though I had lost my wallet, but
there we go. But
Life
we
is a
start.
game of give and take.
Yeah, we started Pink Sifu. That was fun. That was a fun set.
I got there right for the end of that.
He
the
was fun.
mixing was probably the worst mixing of a live set I've ever seen.
It was mixing was not great.
Every microphone started going out as soon as someone would start singing.
Right as we got to the festival, me and my girlfriend, we were passing by the gates, and he was like, turn the DJ all the way up, and then the next song, he's maybe 100 decibels.
Oh my god, yeah.
So all the ad libs are super
2
loud.
people next to me and Matty flagged security and were like, "Hey, this sounds like shit. Do something about it." Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
They
was
were
wondering what
just
you said.
This sounds like shit. What are you doing?
The sound was bad. But it also
he
didn't help
was
that
really-
he
was
brought
really trying.
5 random
Yeah,
people
he was
out.
really trying. It
No,
was very fun.
it was more like 20.
He brought a
live
ton of
band,
people from his
yeah.
posse.
By the end of the set, he had an entourage of 20 people on stage.
Yeah, literally there was 3 guys wearing pro wrestling belts. There was someone.
It was the arm.
There was someone. There was someone filming with a Super 8 camera, I think. Someone filming with a Sony.
They were throwing
HD.
bandanas and
They were throwing
and then
bananas in the
guy
crowd.
threw one and it just went straight past.
It was great.
So fucking funny.
And then after that was Lorraine. Lorraine was awesome.
Lorraine is sick. I'd seen her open a couple times in the past year, but the way she's honed her set so it has this perfect seamless flow to it is really cool, and I feel like the sequencing was such that she kind of, for a festival crowd, welcome people into the stuff that's a little more palatable, and then she gets to kill myself, where she's just screaming as harshly as she can.
I saw every old person walking away when she started singing. They left the pit immediately.
It was quite literally scary.
I am now a Lorraine fan. That's absolutely
that Lorraine set
And
kills.
that Lorraine set leads us right into the prime spot of the weekend, because Sunday was about 2 things: provoking thoughts and white boys wiggling.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
that brings us to Sophia Cortez,
Yeah.
who fucking crushed it so hard I can't believe it still.
Yeah, I walked into that set being completely unfamiliar with her, and
Same.
Jackie was just like, Natalie, you have to come. This is your taste.
It's good.
And
Yeah.
as soon as we did that, it just right from the jump, she's playing with these samplers and electronic percussion.
Well,
and
she comes on stage and she's like,
yeah.
we almost didn't make it here.
Yeah.
I almost got murdered. It's a miracle that everyone is here. And then she just started
at one point between songs, she grabs her water bottle, dumps the entire thing on her own head, and then gives a speech about how no matter where you go, I will protect you.
She
says,
you gotta try
have love in your
kindness.
heart.
No,
Yeah.
You gotta try kindness. You gotta be kind to people for 3
Yeah.
days straight. You can change the world. Wherever you go, I will always protect
Sophia
you.
Cortez is it was so genuine. It was so she was so fucking into it. It ruled so hard.
Yeah, she was literally performing like she was about to be taken backstage and executed.
She was
It was insane.
she
It
was
so
fully
good.
holding back tears as she started
Yeah,
the last song.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
She was,
the crowd was
literally
cheering. She
playing
didn't
like
expect
she was
that kind
about
of
to die.
response.
Yep. It
No,
was
totally.
not only the best set of the weekend, maybe the best set I've ever seen at Pitchfork. It was
Wow.
It was really
insane.
fucking
It was,
good.
Damn.
Yeah, the energy of it was nonstop too.
Yeah.
She comes out the gate hopping around and joyously singing into the microphone, and the entire time it did not she gave it all all the way through.
100%. It was really and so much higher energy than listening to her on record. It really gave a lot
insane.
more
Yeah, it was
juice
so
to
good.
it.
Yeah, so after that set, we all kind of split off a little bit. I think I still got for Erica DeCassier. It was good vibes, good vibes, good.
It was a perfect like
I
midday,
thought
like
it
Chill
chill,
out.
recoup your energy.
Yeah.
Injury Reserve was not the right vibe for that.
No,
They
like
said we could stop talking about how they sounded like the Soulja Boy Camel video. Too much auto-tune. Yeah.
but
People say that record is good, but
I think it's good. It's just I don't know how well it translates to a festival audience
Yeah.
when you're doing like a conceptual experimental rap album about grieving for your dead bandmate. I don't think that really particularly.
But then
fits in a festival
after
set.
that kind of like middle period, there's a really good run that finished out our Sunday, which
Yeah.
was Xenia, Earl,
Xenia,
Toro.
my girl Xenia.
Xenia was I think the most, maybe, I don't know if it was my favorite set of the weekend, but it might be the most impressive one I saw all this weekend.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
it was just as stunning, like, not only what an incredible performer she is, but, like, also, like, all the thought that went into
Yeah.
the stage show. It was really, really great.
Yeah, I can speak to that as I the first time I had seen her was like back in 2015, where like her whole setup was and has been for a while just her and her drummer who produces all her records. And so this one she like added a couple of backup singers, one of whom was like playing on synths as well, and like there's an entire like conceptual arc to the show where she has these like extravagant like dresses made out of like with like designs of swords printed on them, and then like it gets taken off to reveal this like kind of smaller like romper that like has fringes on the end that are
She had the
coordinated
machete
with everybody.
Yeah.
She had the machete glove. The machete glove is the most
That was sick.
Definitely was
Important prop.
fits of the weekend.
Absolutely.
Although there are some good contenders. As I said, the dry cleaning lady, I liked her green outfit, and the eyeshadow was insanely cool.
Michelle's Honor had like a
Yes.
Oh,
little
yeah.
pop top.
The
a
poodle was
fair
iconic.
poodle top. Yeah,
that
very
was
good.
wonderful.
I was sadly a little sleepy by that. It was like not the
Oh,
set
no,
itself. It was
no.
just like I was just sleeping. I needed to I had to like take a breather, which I was like
I caught
very
the
unfortunate
first, I
time.
caught the first.
I caught the first like
No
little
Name.
bit of it. I caught the
No,
first
I
couple
went
songs.
to No Name and they played the best song first, and I was like,
I
okay,
was
cool, I'm outta
rail
here.
for Xenia with Natalie, and Natalie was going fucking hard. For
Yes,
that was
I-
really, really fun.
Yeah, no, I love her albums, but like Una Rosa was like
That song she played, I hadn't listened to some of her early stuff, and the song that she played from her first album, I was literally like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
how?
Hair Receding is like
Oh,
that first
damn,
album is
okay,
like,
I'm bummed I missed. Fuck.
you'll catch the live stream.
Yeah, I'll find the live
But,
stream.
like,
Hair
yeah,
Receding
like
was so good.
her like
Oh my
weirdo
God.
like math rock first album, like that being the one song that wasn't Una Rosa that she got
It's
time
what
for, because
it's,
she also
uh,
malfunctioned for a while at the
That's
beginning
it,
at soundcheck
yeah.
and was like taking a while to start.
Yeah.
It's Black Terry Cat and then
Magic Tricks is the first one.
Magic Tricks is the first one, right?
Yeah.
But no,
Both really good records.
Incredible
Yeah.
set, and then right after that was.
After that I linked up with Xenia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
iconic.
And then I think
and then Earl, which
Earl put it. Earl
crowd-
phoned it in, but in the funniest way possible.
No, exactly. Like Earl gets there and sees that the crowd is just. I mean, the real summation of the Pitchfork crowd in general is "Go Girl, Give Us Nothing."
Yeah.
But especially for rap sets, always. I mean, like unless.
Which is crazy because he played in
I'm-
2019, and the energy was there.
Actually-
like it was a great
actually,
set.
Okay,
You're
this
100%
is
right.
this is the argument for Danny Brown being Reddit core. They went hard as fuck for him last year.
No, the Danny Brown set last year was insane.
Here's the
It
thing,
was
Danny
just the
Brown has
greatest
never
hits.
half-assed a set.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just the greatest hits. set.
Maddie is 100% right that there was a lot more energy the last time Earl played, which was
Yeah.
still in the some rap songs era. It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he was just
If you
like-
looked around that crowd too, it was people in like Tyler like "Call Me If You Get Lost" shirts and like
It's all the
Odd
Odd
Future stuff
fans, yeah.
where they were just like play the bangers, and it was like
Yeah,
I
what
don't know if you've
did
listened to
Earl
the
have like
Sweatshirt
between songs?
Project in the past like 6 years, but he's not made
so
a banger.
immediately Earl susses this out and goes, "Okay, I'm just gonna goof around and do exactly whatever I want." And
Well,
boy,
he
did
comes on stage to a Mr. Morale era Kendrick song.
I love when you count me out.
Yeah, he
I
comes on
love
stage
when
to
you
count me out. And then he's just like,
I wonder
what does he say? He's like, you don't care if I don't know the words.
He was like, okay, so that's one song. Here's another, like bad mouthing the crowd.
Repeatedly, he would just play songs that he wanted to hear, including the end of his set was him just playing "Dreams and Nightmares" by Meek Mill.
Sped up a little bit.
and him and his DJ Black Noise just like not even rapping into the mic, just like rapping at each other on stage. That was like a one for me in the terms of Earl.
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Like,
Because again,
I-
if you've seen Black Noise's TikTok throughout their like European festival tour, like they're having a great time. It's hilarious.
Earl, what was it called? He fucking right when he gets out on stage, he's like, "I just stepped in water, man. Shit's fucked up."
But I got water in my sock. Like, I shouldn't have to put
He was like just clearly like just done, checked out before.
His ass was
But
crazy
like,
mode.
here's the thing. I bailed from that because I needed to like sit down somewhere. But
Mhm.
like when I was over here, I was just like the performance itself.
I was having a great time. I mean, we were far away, so like But
Yeah,
there,
me
there
too.
wasn't there wasn't any energy for me missing out on because the crowd wasn't that
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
And also like all the new stuff sounded great live. Like I love all the sick stuff.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is that I feel like he's the performance itself is kind of secondary to the fact that he is a fan. He has become like an expert in the anti-banter, like
Yes,
just
exactly.
Yeah.
like the blatant heckling and like
Yeah,
using
oh, no,
bits.
I think I remember there was someone, there was like a circle pit
Yeah.
starting to form, and he's like, "What the fuck are y'all doing? Close that pit." There's not- there's not-
He's like, is that white guy in the mullet about to punch someone in the face in that
Yeah.
circle?
I
It
love
was
Earl.
all the good quotables.
Oh
were
my
just
god,
from that banter.
Earl was hilarious, and then that led us into our last set of the weekend, which was Toro, which was fucking awesome.
I think my favorite set of the weekend.
Toro was
Maybe my
so
favorite
good.
set of the weekend.
So
I don't think
good.
he got good until I don't think he got great until he took the jacket off and started.
I
like,
disagree, but
fully
that's because
singing.
those Mahal songs early were all slapping for me. Personally.
Yeah, I like the Mahal stuff.
I honestly wanted.
Actually, I'm glad he kind of got those, like, let me get these done first.
I wanted him to come back to a Mahal song later.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I liked how the set was like very like it was like structured well. Where I think the set list was honestly perfect. Like besides some older stuff I would have liked to see, but like,
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah,
it's a short,
he
you only have so
didn't
much
play,
time.
it stayed in the
It's-
outer
it's-
piece zone for a little while.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it
that's
seemed
the only, that will be my only complaint, where it's like, there's some RP stuff, it's like, this kind of killed him.
He did have to do New House though. That was the thing.
Yeah, there's some NRP stuff where it's like, you know, if you want to keep the party going, there's great stuff he did. And there's one or two where I was like, you could have probably done like something off of
But
like
it
Causes
was
of This
so
or
clearly the
something.
best set I've ever seen him do. Like
Yeah, no, I've never seen him live, so this was like a great, like, I mean, like I said, it was my favorite set of the weekend.
fucking
Like the stuff that hit was like, again, him closing with Freelance was like,
I totally
Ugh.
forgot about Freelance as a song, and as soon as it hit, it was like, it like activated the sleeper cell in my brain.
Again-
although of course at that set, of course, this we argued this on the way home tonight. This morning, Max in the Discord was like, I challenged Matty to do a hashtag serious Sunday dance. And I was like, all right, bet. And I literally told you guys, just film me during Tori and Wah, you will get a serious Sunday dance.
And
And
guess
I
what?
delivered.
This white boy wiggled.
White boy wiggled,
It's
and
gonna
I
catch
delivered.
on. It's gonna sweep the nation. It's gonna be the new
Serious
TikTok
Sunday.
trend.
Yeah, Sophia.
I did some thought-provoking-
AJ Moser is
white wobbling. Yeah.
AJ Moser is
Wee-wee.
going to put the Serious Sunday Dance into Fortnite using his
That's right.
connects.
Yeah, that's right.
So that was
They
done.
had me wobbling.
And that was it. We caught like the tiniest bit of the roots.
I was
I
waiting
think
for
they-
Black Thought to do his KEXP freestyle. He didn't, so we were like, time to go.
Mm-hmm. And again, overall, pretty goddamn good weekend.
Really
I think
good weekend.
Yeah, this is a
This is
very
my- this is
solid
my
fest
favorite-
lineup.
I think it was my favorite Pitchfork Fest since 2017. I would say, like, it's probably my favorite one since then.
Yeah, even like
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if you. Yeah, you guys were there
And
2017.
even with a couple of like different, like Bad But Not Good having to cancel, like there was a couple of stuff that didn't go right, but
Yeah, 2018 was like Air Bitches and Bachelors. 2018 was like just weird year. But like this year was like vibes were good.
Nobody was bad this year.
Yeah, no, there was not a bad set. I did not like even Earl was like fun and how like much he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I did not catch a bad set this entire, which
Yeah.
is rare.
Though the thing that was surprising to me is I came in like thinking of today as being like, okay, this is probably going to be like a slower day for me, and it ended up honestly becoming like one of the most
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
The only act I wanted to see this morning was Bad Bad Not Good.
Yeah,
And
they had to cancel.
We,
But I was like, okay, the Sophia Cortez
I'm
set. I'm
glad
interested
all
in.
of you came to Sophia Cortez.
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's
Yeah, I was a little late because I think I took a little breather after Lorraine, and then I ended up coming over after sitting down and like caught like the back half of it. And I was like, I should have been here the entire time. Jesus Christ, it
I
was
think
sick.
Jackie and I were in Sophia mode from about 7 a.m. today.
Oh, so yeah, you two were always the early
realized
ones
that
up.
when we woke up, we were like, wait a second, we haven't heard any electronic music like all weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
essentially.
Me and the fucking camera guy during the Sophia Cortez's set formed an intimate bond. He knew where I was, and he would put me on the screen, and I would just point at him and be like, "Let's go, come on."
Yeah.
Here we are.
I guess.
AJ pointed me 2 points.
Yeah.
All of us had a lot of stream and screen/stream appearances.
Yeah.
You ended up in the Xenia one a lot.
I ended up in the Zenny one.
I think someone caught me
Lily
at some
said
point.
she couldn't get a screenshot of it, but in the most me moment of all time, me smoking a massive joint hit at Rail for Ethel Kane as she's playing Dust Bowl. The most Jackie moment of all time.
Yeah, let's go top. I'll go my top 3. Right, I already said Toro was my favorite of the weekend. I'm gonna backtrack on that a little bit. Top 3, no order. Japanese Breakfast, The Armed, Tori-Moa. Those are 3 great sets, like 3 all-time great sets for me.
I got my top 5.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sophia Cortez's, The Armed, Ethel Kane, Japanese Breakfast.
Can we rank after shows or no?
If you want to.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Someone wants to make it all.
Well, because I would put Ethel Kane maybe number 2, but I would put the after show as my number 1.
The national set was good. I gotta stick up for my boys. They played almost all of the hits from Trouble Will Find Me, which was wild. And then it was just they when you get a Mr. November, it's a good ass set.
Yeah, for me, it was The Armed, Sophia Cortez's, Jay Brecky, Xenia, and then probably either Spelling or Lorraine, but you will...
Spelling was great.
Yes.
Spelling was so
good. You will hear more from me about this coming soon.
Yes, okay. I would say Ethel Kane, Sophia Cortez's, Japanese Breakfast, Xenia Rubino's.
You can say the national. It's
Maybe Toro.
Toro was great.
I want Toro to round it out. Yeah.
Like I said, like
I
was like my feet were in fucking pain.
Spirit of the Beehive.
Oh, Spirit of Great. Yeah, that's my top 5.
I keep forgetting to put.
I think because I already saw them live this year, and it's basically like a truncated version of the set I saw, but it was great.
I didn't get to see them at that show, and so getting to see them live, and also I was like not sure how they would translate to see them in a festival setting, and I was shocked at how they rocked it.
Because I think they especially for their time slot, which was like 2:30 on Friday, it was like
the Ethel Kane into Spirit of the Beehive 1-2 was my favorite part of the weekend in terms of 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, I think it was the perfect like transition to, because like it had like the spacier like vibe out stuff of Ethel Kane, but then they would just like shift into Freako mode, and it would just like totally work.
Totally, exactly. Yeah.
I'd like to give a moment to our fallen warriors here, specifically Kate LeBon and Lowe, who I don't think any of us saw.
I think you caught Kate LeBon. I heard a little bit of it after Toro.
I watched the Lowe interview at the backstage desk.
Did they talk about being Mormons?
No, they were
I didn't even mention. I didn't want to just spend 20 minutes of this podcast detailing the stuff I did with Hayden, but I met 2 members of the band Whitney to complete the arc of this. To complete the arc of us constantly joking about seeing members of the band Whitney.
If I met 2 members of the band Whitney, there would be 2 fewer members in the band Whitney.
I
gotta censor that.
literally did not introduce myself with a full name because I was like, I want to make sure they don't find the mean tweets I've written about them within the last month.
Yeah, they're like the Armed, where every white man in Chicago is a member of the band. I want to just get on record again. The 2019 Whitney set.
Also, I really liked
the greatest.
The
greatest.
They're like, I forget exactly what they were wearing, but like their fits very much like were no longer like were Whitney from 5 years ago. They've clearly like re-upped their wardrobe for their new glass.
They're in Glass Animals mode.
I did want
Oh,
to
hell
say
no, they ain't Glass Animals mode.
They probably do. There's always a Whitney record coming
Do they have
out.
like a single?
They have a record coming out.
The single is out and it's a Glass Animal song.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Incredible.
Sometimes all I think about is poo.
I do want to make a correction, which is that I did some of Tori-Moa, but I just by proximity the Kate LeBon, and it was fine. It was like, I think the thing for me is I don't know how well it worked is like a 7:30 to 8:30 set. I mean,
it would have been so nice as an earlier day set.
Yeah, and
Which
I think
because
Pompeii,
it was 3 years ago, 2019.
Yeah,
great set, 2019.
And like Pompeii is like a big music critic like
bait album.
No offense, the songs
It's a fine
are
record.
good. The songs are good, but like
It's bait.
it is very much that, and so like I feel like her stance here reflected that, but like
They could have swapped her in like dry cleaning.
Yeah, they really could have. Well, it's one of
Honestly,
those,
and dry cleaning would have been sick on Blue, like later.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Dry Cleaning seems like a much more Blue act.
but like
I will say that's probably one of the weirdest things. I think like some of the stage placements were kind of weird this
It's like
year.
when they put Dead on Red last year. and
Yeah.
It was just like, I had to hear that, even if I didn't want to, and it sucked. It was really bad.
Yeah.
The thing I was gonna say though is I feel like the Kate LeBon thing, like we have proof that it worked because like that was like the first set I saw when I got here in 2019 was I came out to
It was
like,
very early.
98-degree heat in like the
Oh yeah, it was
afternoon.
hot as fuck that year.
Like Kate LeBon was playing, and it was like the perfect kind of like lethargic, like you feel the oppressive heat of summer washing over you.
Yeah.
But I don't know, tonight it was cool. It was a nice like chill out vibe, like decompressing afterward, but it wasn't really like engaging in quite the same way.
Mhm.
Her like boxy guitar and like cult leader outfit are sick though.
Hell
Yeah.
Caleb
So-
Bond has swag, and I will not. Call her critic bait. Call her critic bait. I do not
This
care.
MF was wearing the Pompeii hat. Oh, hell no.
She has
Yeah.
swag.
Yeah.
I want to see a fucking Black MIDI blue stage closing set next time around.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
I feel like
That
they'd
would
be
be
on
sick.
one of the bigger stages.
They-
though.
they-
I feel like
they
I feel
played-
like
they
I
played
could
Blue
see them.
twice. Now.
Yeah, I could
Like
see
at
them
the
getting close to
145
closing.
slot,
Yeah.
They should get the blue stage closing.
I could see them getting like either blue stage closing or like green stage before the headliner.
Yeah.
Anyway, RIP to the members of the band Low. The cop tweet from last year didn't kill them, but like scheduling them against Jay Brecky did.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that.
when-
Here's the
when
thing, for
they-
y'all that was a bad conflict for me. I was like, I don't give a shit about Low, so I don't give a.
Yeah.
that's-
They're-
No,
Not coming
I
from me.
love.
Although
Hey,
Caleb
What
on
was-
tour, that was a big conflict.
It was
for me.
one of those ones where I had seen them play last year, and they just play Hey What all the way through,
yeah.
and
Mhm.
like
They're-
Jay Brecky was definitely the set of the moment this weekend.
Yeah.
From the fact that they like branded their beer to it, to the fact that it seemed like
Yeah, Jay
she
Brecky-
was on the level of, if not bigger than Mitski, in the sense that
Yeah.
like,
Well, I'll just say it. She fucking ate Mitzi's lunch.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
absolutely.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mitzi's.
I
you
feel
said-
like
you
Jay
said there-
Brecky-
you said there were
Japanese
no bad.
breakfast should have had like.
You said
an
there were no
additional
bad sets.
half
I
hour.
would call the Mitzi set a bad set.
I wasn't-
It was good.
The
I
Mitski
think
said
there's
the
that
songs are too good for me
totally
to call it a
fine,
bad set.
yeah.
Her songs are too good.
Here's
Like,
the thing.
like they weren't even. Whatever. I'm not even gonna get into
Here's
it.
the thing: is that Michelle Zauner is like still on her rise. She's still like
Yeah.
crossing paths. I feel like Mitski, for better or worse, is like basically like
Totally.
around where she will.
I
be.
think this is the same problem that Phoebe Bridgers had, where just like it's an artist that's like they're so big that like they have to be headliner for like the kind of festival Pitchfork is,
Exactly.
but the performance is not quite there yet
But yeah,
to be headliner.
We are still some
And that's
ways
no
out.
offense to again.
Wrapping it back
I
to
enjoyed the
Ladder.
Mitski set.
One more thing. We're still some ways out from the Crying in H Mart movie, so there is still room for Zauner to go.
There are
Yeah.
more dominoes yet to fall.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Well,
me,
yeah,
yeah,
like-
Jay Brecky played like a true headliner set.
I mean, the last time Japanese breakfast played was a
Blue, it was like
4. It was like a 4 p.m. set on Blue Stage.
Yeah.
On like
Holy
Saturday, which was yeah. It was a real like the next time they play at Pitchfork, if they aren't headlining, they wouldn't play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
I agree.
So,
They're-
that's a set. That's a set to remember. That
Yeah.
Japanese breakfast
Hell
set.
mhm. But yeah, that was our weekend. I had a lot of fun.
So much.
This was the most, again, like I said, this is the most fun I think I've had at Pitchfork Fest in a number of years. Like this is the most fun one I've had since like maybe 2016, my first one.
And if you're listening to this, you probably already heard what happened, but imaginary listeners out there, prayers up to AJ Moser tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
Punish AJ Moser,
Yeah,
we
I'm
salute
getting on a
you.
plane to North
Punish
Carolina.
JJ Moser faces the Chicago airport ultimatum.
I will kill a Chicago Police Department officer.
Uh,
Alright.
Matty won't post this podcast if I do.
We've been going for a while. I think
okay,
that's good.
we're about an hour. All right, thank you all for listening.
Good night. See
Yeah,
ya.
thank you for listening. We'll see you later. Bye bye.